So one of the most important parts of the golf swing is width. And if you can control width in your golf swing, then you're going to improve your chance of getting consistent contact. And the way I try and kind of get this golfers of mind to think about it is if you imagine that the club head is like a plane analogy. So what we want to do, and what the pilot's always trying to do, is get the plane to land in such a fashion where the passengers don't really notice. Obviously when you hit the runway you feel that, but you don't really notice too much of a sudden drop coming in towards that descent. So maybe a better way of sort of portraying this is what you want to avoid is that sort of plane or club head coming crashing down, because what it does is it makes the low point of the golf swing very narrow, and the chance of you controlling that is obviously massively inconsistent. And what we want to be doing is thinking more about wide and wide, so a little bit more, if you like a sweeping action, because you're going to have a much better chance of controlling that contact. Now the big thing that hinders golfers from doing this comes down to, well, width, and particularly in the sort of backswing position. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to share a real simple tip with you where you can utilise a tee peg. Now the first thing that you want to do is you want to basically, when you take hold of the golf club on your lead hand, is pop the tee peg on the top of the golf club and put your heel pad sitting directly on top of it. And what this will do is this will make sure that when you are taking hold of the club and you swing back, you're controlling the club with the fingers and also with the heel of the heel pad on the club, again maximising width. One of the big problems with a lot of golfers is they tend to regrip, which is like this, and this again causes this narrowing relationship here. Again, this is what's going to cause this steepening effect and then this sort of crash landing effect. So that would be the first way that you'd want to use it. The second way that you can use the tee is to then try and place it in between the palm, as I'm doing here on my right hand, and the thumb, like so. And what this will do is this would always encourage golfers to keep the right palm pushing onto the left thumb, again to apply width. That's the big thing that we want to do. We want to apply width in the backswing position and width in that through swing position. At no point again in time do we want this relationship to be moving this way, because it creates a very much a narrowing effect. Again, doesn't mean you can't hit a golf shot. It just means that that's why you're going to get inconsistency, because you are basically the pilot who is constantly crash landing onto a very narrow runway. What you want to be doing is thinking more about width to width, and then that way you're going to find that you're going to have a huge amount more of consistency. So double check, do both. Start maybe with the heel pad. It surprises a lot of golfers that I teach, and then go in towards the relationship of the palm and the thumb. I'll see you guys again really soon.